What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bricks and Toys. And you guys already know it's part 3 of tearing down the Lego City. Just a little recap, we have to move. We are being evicted because I had to decide between my mom and my wife. I chose my wife, my mom's tired of it, and we're getting kicked out. So that's what happens when you do the right thing. People that may be getting dementia act a fool. So anyway, we have to go through, break down the Lego City, back down to its bare parts and its bare sets, sell things I don't need because I have an overwhelming credit card payment that I need to get rid of before I move. And so far, in part 1, we've done the ocean. In part 2, we've done the city, well, all but like 8 or 9 buildings. And that's because we ran out of Mills plates that match the original sets. Now, under the Minecraft barn, I do know the Palace Cinema base plate is hiding under there. You can see it because it's bright red. But I have to make a decision today, and I've already made it, and that is going to be to either take down the forest or take down the amusement park. And you know what, guys? We're doing the amusement park. The reason is there is a lot more plates to that could go into what I need in the house versus this. I have gone over the forest and minus the one under the Minecraft barn. I don't think that they're the base plates I need. I need like 2 dark gray 16 by 32s, 2 tan 32 by 32s, and like 4 green 16 by 16s. I mean, it's a list, guys. And last night, before I went to bed, I was thinking about it, and I kind of slept on it, and I feel like my luck is going to be to find those plates under this part of the city. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to tear it out. And just like before, everything here is going to roll into the house. Now, before we tear it apart and hit the time lapse, I do want to just take a quick assessment of the amusement park and kind of tell you guys the premeditated plan before we do anything. So we have the loop coaster. Now, the loop coaster does have electrical running under the table. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to do that because, well, it's kind of cool that you can put an extra long cord on the motor. But the loop coaster is one that's going to have to go back to original and be sold. Mos Eisley Cantina, I'm going to break that set back into its OG bags and save it for another day. And when I get relocated, I'll rebuild it like new again. Noodle shop. I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with the noodle shop. I don't really want to put it on a whole 16 by 32 plate with a landscape, but I don't want to break it down either. I kind of like the set. We have the go-karts. I'm going to put that as an OG set. We have the little carnival rides. I'm going to put those back as original sets and probably sell those. I got one up there on the shelf. I got to remember. We have the botanical garden. That I want to put on its own base plate and definitely save that as its own 32 by 32 base plate. Space coaster, we have to unmills that, put that as an original set, sell that. Hocus Pocus, we're going to put it back to its original, keep that. And the Haunted Mansion, we're going to sell. So we're going to sell the mansion, sell the coaster, and sell the other coaster, and then the small rides, keep the noodle shop, cantina, and the Hocus Pocus. And then we're going to tear all the tiling out of here. Woo! Frick me. Anyway, here's a time lapse of me tearing this out. Let's go. And all that remains is this table. This is all that is left to process for the next video. So let me fill you guys in on where we're at. Well, I found one base plate to the fire brigade. I think I know the other one is in the forest. I know the Palace Cinema's base plate is in the forest. Bookshop, I had to order those. For these two buildings, which I'm keeping, I had to order both of those. The cost between the 3 buildings to get those rare base plates, $45. Fail. Anyway, I got everything organized, all nice and neat. I still need to package up the train and get the train ready to be sold. I forgot in my last video to actually break down the train track, and well, I just got that done just a second ago. The noodle shop is back there. It is done, and it is going to be kept. Here is our pile of parts. It is a very big pile of parts, and I have not even cleared out my cabinet, which is right there. So, taking you on a tour of my Lego house, for lack of a better term. Well, these were here in the last video, and they're here in this video. Those are all staying. In terms of staying, Avengers Tower, I love that set. That was one of the most easiest to take off of the Mills plate. I thought it was going to be a rather hard one to do. Nope, it was actually quite easy. And that is due to the fact that the base is actually elevated off of the plate. Botanical Garden from the amusement park. Well, I kept that Mills plated because, well, if the cat gets out of the way here, it's because of that waterworks down there. It's actually a depth effect. Cat's wanting me to go to bed because I'm burning the midnight oil. Let's come over here, guys. And here's another row of sets I'm keeping. I've pretty much showed you all of these, just with the addition of, I believe, the assembly square. That is on its original base plates now as well. Cool Accomplishments is coming over here. 2 more sets, or 3 more I'm keeping, all on their original base plates. And then you come over here. I was able to get this completely redone. But let me show you the best accomplishment yet. If we come down here, and you guys take a peek, that's Mos Eisley's Cantina right there. Mos Eisley Cantina was able to be restored without having to break it down. That is a major accomplishment. So coming on out here to my garage, here's where we're at, everybody. Well, we have these sets prepared and ready for sale. I got boxes down below to some of these. Instruction booklets right in front of the sets. So far we have 3 modulars, 2 amusement park rides, and a Creator 3-in-1. I am hoping to get about $1,400 for all of these sets. Again, it's like a nickel and dime thing. Where does the money go? That guy right there. He's worth quite a bit. On average, each of these other things is worth about $200 a piece, with the exception of that. Space Coast, which is about $50. It's about 50% off of its original value now that it's built. And not to mention, I also have the F House, which I will be selling. If not, I will keep it. I will not break that one down to sell. I think that thing's rather cool. Anyway, up next in the next video, well, we got to break this down. These are some oddball sets I found floating around that I want to break down, package up to resell. A-frame I will sell. I'm actually going to keep the treehouse now, and I'm going to keep my A-frame cabin. Blacksmith will go. And the Minecraft barn, I don't know what the hell to do with that. So under these base plates, I only have the Palace Cinema under that one. And in the middle there, where that camper RV is hiding behind those trees, is the other base plate for the fire brigade. So that does it for another episode of Tearing Down the Lego City. Now you guys are probably wondering, how much time does he have? And what's it like doing that much work that fast? Because mind you guys, we built this city from, I believe, late March, early April 2023, all the way up until somewhere around January when we did the tables. And then after that, it became planning and just accumulating sets, which I've been slowly getting rid of. And that's because I'm not going to build onto the city anymore because I obviously have to get rid of it. So that's why I've been letting go of sets. So that's a long time to be working on stuff. And in the process of working on stuff, Lego is so expensive. I mean, I don't got to say that. You guys know that. And there's so many corners that I cut to make the Mills plates that to undo that amount of work is just time-taking. Instead of using a normal 1x brick, I would use 3 plates in its place. So if you have, say, 64 stud, maybe more wide by 32 plates that you made for a specialty purpose like the amusement park, and you decided not to build those with 1x and 2x brick, and you just plate. I mean, it takes time just to break all those plates apart. It's kind of like going to the pad wall and putting them together to get as much as you can out the door for the price of a box. The amount of time that takes is, I still think, less than the time it takes to actually peel all those apart after the fact. Because that's exactly what it was like to take apart a lot of these plates. So guys, as you guys can tell, the amusement park's gone, the city's gone, the ocean is gone, and now I want to tell you guys how much time. Let me pull out my mystery mouse tool, aka cell phone. So, the forest. The forest took us 14 hours throughout the entire 4th of July holiday. The city. Now, mind you, I am dividing up the hours of when I have to change gears. So, before I get into the city, let's hop over to the amusement park, because the amusement park is done. I have 15 hours in disassembling and reconverting the amusement park. You may be wondering, I've seen your videos on that. It's just tiling. Well, to take sets like the Mos Eisley Cantina and convert it back into a set from God knows what I was thinking when I made it into a Mills plate, well, that set took 4 hours to bring back. The loop coaster took 2 hours to bring back. And then each individual building was like an hour, plus breaking off at least 256 2x2 tiles per base plate, if that's the math. Or is it by 2... or is 2 base plates 256? But it's a lot of 2x2 tiles that I had going on out there. So 15 hours in the amusement park. So today at 5 o'clock, actually about 4:30, I stopped the clock, took a break, because I was done with the amusement park finally. And then I transitioned over back into the city work, and now it's late at night, and I have 29 hours into the city. Isn't that crazy? For the time it takes to take apart the amusement park and to take apart the ocean, we have the same amount of time in the city. And I still have all of this behind me to process. This is at least another 2 or 3 hours of converting the buildings. Every building takes like an hour to convert back into an OG set. So in total, guys, 58 hours and counting. We still have the forest to do, which will be up next. So we still have the forest to go. I was just checking my schedule on my phone, and I forgot I did things out of order, and I was like, wait, did I film this video early? Yes, I actually did film this part 3 episode early, but it's all okay. The next video on the channel, we're gonna go back and build something. As of right now, I'm actually going to go and build Simba, which is going to be a few days before this video even comes out, because I got to build something. I'm tired of killing so much Lego sets, and well, not Lego sets that I made. So I'm going to go do that, but for you guys, the next video is going to be the Millennium Falcon. So guys, with that, if you guys want to support the Lego YouTube channel, even though we don't have a city no more, we still have a huge collection. I'm still hoping to get sets in August. August has so many cool sets coming out. You guys can always just hit that thank you button down below, leave a small donation. If that's not your thing, you guys can always hit the subscribe button. I'm barely paying attention to the numbers, but I check in every 10 to 14 hours when I'm done with a shift on this project I'm doing. The numbers are growing, the videos are doing really good. So either YouTube is blessing me with the algorithm lately, or it's just all around good luck and good karma. I don't know, but thank you guys so much for subscribing. I'm really enjoying watching my numbers go up in such a bad time for me because I'm doing this. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel already. And like I said, if you haven't, please consider, as usual, share and like the video with your friends. And on that one, check out that Millennium Falcon video coming out in a couple days, if not out already. I'm off to bed. Y'all have a good one.